going on, everybody? It's Geoff Grammer with the Albuquerque Journal, and I am, of course, checking to make sure my audio is actually on this time so I don't talk for 30 minutes, realizing my mic's not on, but it appears to be on. So I am live, Lawlor Events Center in Reno, Nevada. We are about 40 minutes, 39:24 and counting before tip-off for the UNM Lobos taking on Nevada Wolfpack in a really interesting one, because obviously for most of you watching and paying attention, you're probably Lobo followers, Lobo fans. They can clinch at least a share of a Mountain West title tonight with a win. And they haven't had one since 2013 when Steve Alford was coach, who is now the coach of the Nevada Wolfpack. And this is their senior night here in Reno tonight. The other interesting part is Steve Alford tonight with a win, gets career win number 700. And obviously, he doesn't want his former team to celebrate a championship or win a championship on his home court. So should be interesting. The first go-around with these two teams, January 3rd, was in the pit, took a buzzer beater by the Lobos. Since then, Nevada has kind of continued to struggle off and on. They're still a dangerous team, and the Lobos have continued to have success, and they're alone in first place. But this won't be easy. It's a UNM favored by 1.5 point game right now. The interesting thing to me is, as we're sitting here at 38 minutes before game time, it was only about 2 or 3 minutes before game time when Nevada came out to the court for the first time, which I have never seen the home team not, a few players out shooting at least or warming up. I've never seen that before, where about 40 minutes before game time is when they came out to the court. There wasn't a shoot-around earlier, as far as I am told. There was no shoot-around. Right now, there are you have partially blocked video there. I apologize for that. But right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 Nevada Wolfpack players warming up right now, including some of their walk-ons. Obviously, I don't know for sure who all the walk-ons are, but I know a couple of them out there are walk-ons. And we are, though, going to have a game. It's not like there's not going to be a game, but I have never seen the home team not come out for the first time until about 40 minutes before game time. So that was kind of weird. Read into it whatever you want. I'm not reading anything into it specifically. But there you go. Tonight's game is going to hit refresh. I'm going to set up all the Mountain West games for you here. Tonight, we got New Mexico at Nevada, as I already told you about. Nevada or New Mexico's favored by 1.5 on the road. Got San Jose State also at 6 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Mountain. I apologize, guys. I didn't realize someone was going to come stand in front of the camera. And now he's scooting over further. And now we got another person. Hold on a second. Excuse me. So there they are, warming up. And okay, we're back to it now. Now we got the camera going, and so I'm setting up tonight's Mountain West slate. Is this game at 6 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Mountain Time back in Albuquerque. It is on CBS Sports Network. Also at 6 o'clock, these two games, Pacific and 7 o'clock Mountain. These two games are on themw.com. It's blowing my mind here, but now we are scooting over further. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we are okay. We got the camera situation now set up better now. Apologize, guys. So the two other games at 6 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Mountain. San Jose State at Colorado State. Colorado State's favored by 16.5. Boise State at Air Force. Boise State's favored by 15.5 on the road in that game. Colorado State's the team that right now can still win at least a share of the Mountain West Championship. If they win 2 games this week, the Lobos lose both games this week. Colorado State, the only original member left that's never won Mountain West title, so they have a chance to do that this week. Wyoming playing at Fresno State tonight, 7 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Mountain. That game's also streamed online, themw.com. And then we got at 8 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Mountain on CBS Sports Network. San Diego State playing at UNLV. San Diego State 2.5 point favorite on the road. and I did make it. Yes, yeah, let's see. Unfire Grammer. You can unfire me for one day anyway. Eric on YouTube saying, "Good job, GG. Get out of the way." That is true. My Mountain Pit West picks today, Gabriel on YouTube. Let's see. More importantly, who did your daughter pick? Well, I can tell you right now. Let me see. I have them over here somewhere. I'll go ahead and post them on X right now too. There's good news and bad news, I guess, for Lobo fans in that the good luck charm picked the Lobos, but also the bad luck charm picked the Lobos as well. So my guesses, Grammer's guesses, are now posted on X, and my picks are there. My daughter's picks. My daughter, who has a winning record this year, flipping a coin, is beating me by 8 games now. Jeez, how did it get so bad? Anyway, there are 10 games left in the Mountain West season, and in those 10 games remaining, 5 will be tonight. I am obviously hoping that I gain some on the coin tonight. I can only gain 3. We have the same in 2 picks. So if I gain 3 games on her tonight, I will be down 2 going into the final 5 games, which 2 of them will be played on Friday and 3 of them on Saturday. The 2 on Friday will include Lobos Senior Night in the pit, and it is not only Lobo Senior Night, but it is the possible clinching of a Mountain West title, if either an outright title or if they win tonight, or at least if they don't win tonight, it could be at least a share of a title. So the Lobos this week need just 1 win, and they'll get at least a share of a title for the first time since 2013. We got a prediction here from Lobos for Life. UNLV beats San Diego State. Bank it. I don't know, man. Like, San Diego State back against the wall seems to be doing okay. Look, they're still in it. They're still alive. Until they're out of it, they're not out of it. It's sort of the easy cliche thing to say about San Diego State. But anyway, Mark's asking what it would take for UNM to miss the tournament entirely. I suppose if they lost both of these games, and they would be a number 2 seed in the tournament, the number 2 seed would play the winner of, let's see, that'd be 8-9. I think the 2 seed plays the winner of the 10-7 game. And if the winner of the 10-7 game right now would be between Nevada and San Jose State. No, because San Jose State, Wyoming's in the 8-9 game. So it'd be the winner between Nevada and I can't remember who. You guys are stumping me here. I guess it'd be either Fresno State or Air Force, because that'll be the 10 and 11 team. And so I don't think they're going to be eliminated from it. But if they are eliminated from the NCAA tournament, it would basically have to be lose both games this week. Although this one won't hurt much. A road game at Nevada is a quad 1 opportunity as of right now, as long as they're still top 75, and they are as of today. Losing a quad 1 road game is not going to really kick you out of the tournament. Losing a home game to UNLV would be a quad 2 game as it stands right now, maybe a quad 3 game. That wouldn't be good, but it's not exactly the worst thing in the world. But it wouldn't help either. The bubble's weak this year is the big thing. Like, I don't think there's a lot of teams knocking on the door to knock out teams like the Lobos, who are currently projected as an 8 or a 9 seed. I apologize again, guys. I have apparently the 1 seat in the house that is where a lot of people like to stand in front of. Luckily, during the game, it won't be like that. But for now, apparently this is the place to hang out in front of my camera. So anyway. Eric on YouTube saying, I think 4 teams from the Mountain West may end up in the NCAA tournament. There is a chance. A lot of projections right now have Boise State as among the last 4 out. Some of them even have Boise State as the first team out of the tournament as it stands right now. And this week, Boise State plays at Air Force tonight. Not going to help them unless they lose. It's going to eliminate them. But it's not really going to hurt them in any way. But what it will do on Saturday, rather, is Colorado State and Boise State play, which is going to have a lot on the line for both teams. And Boise State wins that game, it'll certainly help them get on the right side of the bubble. If Boise State makes some noise in the tournament, that'll certainly help them get on the right side of the bubble. And there's where Boise State's chances are. I would say win Friday and then win on at least 1 game in the Mountain West tournament would really help them an awful lot. So and then the other three, of course, right now projected as 9 seeds are both Utah State and New Mexico. Utah State's the safest one in, according to a lot of people, because of the work they did before right now when they've kind of been struggling of late. UNM safely in a lot of people's minds. And then San Diego State's down as a 10 seed. The cutoff, remember, is going to be about 11. So you're looking at teams having to drop about 5 spots, but dropping 5 spots means somebody's having to move up 5 spots, right? There's going to be 5 teams that pass them. As of right now, there's just not a lot of teams that are making a lot of noise to pass. So we'll see how many bid stealers there are in conference tournaments next week. David Thompson, do you think Donovan Dent stays? Do you think that Patino would come back for another year or so? Look, I'll say the same thing I've been saying all year on the Patino thing. He's going to get some offers, some that might be too much to ignore, to pass up, and he may move on. He wants to stay at a place he can win. He's in a good position where he can pick the right job. He doesn't have to just take the next job. He doesn't have to take the first power conference job. He won't take the first power conference job that comes his way. He's going to get offered over, $2 million or more to stay at UNM, and he likes winning, and he can do that at UNM. Now, we'll see how much other schools can offer, and if it's a place that he can win at, he may leave. I've said that all year. He said it all year. He's talking to people. Like, he's not looking for a job, but he's not hanging up the phone and not answering it either. So do I think Patino will be back? I don't know. 50-50 maybe, I guess. Donovan Dent, ask me again when Patino's gone, but as of right now, Patino or Dent has said he's been very loyal to New Mexico. He hasn't thought about leaving yet, but there's no reason for a player right now to start thinking about that. He has till the end of the year, and then he'll make his money no matter what. Why are the Nevada players wearing their prison uniform to warm up, Jeff? Everyone healthy-ish for the Lobos, yeah. Adam, I think the Lobos, as far as I'm told, everyone's healthy, everyone's suiting up, everyone's warming up. They just returned to the court down on the other end. Who guards Kobe Sanders and Nick Davidson tonight? Well, Nick Davidson will be a combination of Mustafa Amsil and Nelly Jr. Joseph, but probably more Nelly Jr. Joseph. Kobe Sanders. The Lobos defense was at its best when they shifted True Washington onto the primary ball handler, and Kobe's going to be the primary ball handler tonight, is my guess. That's what I would suspect. And as long as he is the primary ball handler, I suspect True Washington could get some minutes on him. But he's also 6'9", and True Washington 6'4". So Philip Borovichinin will get some time on him. That might be an as committee goes, because Kobe Sanders has been unreal lately, and he's going to be a problem for the Lobos tonight too. The hope would be you don't let anybody go off, but if Kobe Sanders goes off and nobody else does, the Lobos will be in good position. That's not exactly what they're game planning for, is to let anybody go off, but that's it'll probably be by committee to answer your question as far as who guards Kobe Sanders, who's been great. $2 million plus offer for Patino. Yes, it'll be at least $2 million by UNM offered to him, more than any coach at UNM has been offered before. That will be what Patino will be having to turn down to stay at New Mexico. Yes, Mustafa is moving around just fine and down there warming up, and looks fine to me. Let's see if I know who the referees are so far tonight. We got the band right behind me, so I apologize if that's going to start to be a problem for you guys listening to me. I probably won't do a full. Oh, we got cheerleaders now, so. It's not really anything to do about that, guys. All right, let me see if I can pull up the referees for you. Yeah, Stat Broadcaster's not coming up with the referees, so I don't know for sure who the referees are yet today, guys. Don't know about that. You said UNM to offer Patino $2 million. Yes. The offer from UNM will be in the $2 million range by UNM. It will be north of $2 million, I think. It'll be at least $2 million, and then the NIL component will be there. Very good healthy one, especially for the Mountain West and out West in general. Nevada brought their Division I band for this game. They sure did. Thought Nevada didn't have the band. They do tonight, that's for sure. This view is fine. All right. I'm going to get myself in trouble. But yes, that is what's happening right now as we speak. So I may have to, if that's all we got. I know some of you may not mind that, but I'm probably not going to keep that going the whole time here. What else we got here? What are the odds on Vegas? On the Lobos, it's 1.5 is what they're favored by right now. So you guys are stuck with me for a little bit. Sorry. Right now, the Lobos are favored by 1.5 is the last I saw. Let me pull up the VegasInsider.com line that usually shows the point spreads from some other sports books as well. Looks like anywhere from 1 to 1.5, but the Lobos are favored by 1 to 1.5. It should be a close one, man. Nevada's not as bad as their record shows, obviously. And they obviously played New Mexico to a one-game overtime buzzer beater needing shot from Nelly Jr. Joseph in the pit on January 3rd. I'll add that they're the slowest team tempo-wise in the Mountain West is Nevada. New Mexico's the fastest. If Nevada can dictate tempo, they're somewhat of a kryptonite in a way to what New Mexico wants to do. They also have some sort of they pack it in, sort of a pack line defense that Steve Alford always plays. And New Mexico likes scoring at the rim. Donovan Dent and Nelly Jr. Joseph have, statistically speaking, two of the best players in the Mountain West and really out West in general at scoring at the rim. Their points at the rim have been tremendous. Their shooting percentage at the rim has been tremendous. And they like scoring at the rim. Nevada packs it in and tries to take away the two-point shot as best they can and make things really difficult for you at the rim. Nevada's just not very deep right now. They got some injuries. They got some sickness, I'm told. We'll see. If the Lobos can get out and run, I think they'll be okay. I'm going there on Vern Harris. Hopefully Craig Neal is calling the play tonight. Yes, he does still run their offense, and Steve kind of runs their defense, and there you have it. The defense has been pretty good. The offense has been pretty good for Nevada, too. As of right now in the Mountain West, let me tell you where they rank. In Mountain West play, Nevada, offense ranked 6 out of 11 teams, right in the middle. I'm sorry, that's defense, 6 out of 11 teams, and 5th in offense out of 11 teams. So they're middle of the pack to slightly above middle of the pack, statistically speaking. And, offensive efficiency-wise, they're pretty close to what New Mexico is right now. New Mexico's ranked 4th. Nevada's ranked 5th. Defensive efficiency, New Mexico is ranked 2nd and really close numbers-wise to what first place San Diego State is. Then there's a big gap from number 2 New Mexico down to number 3 Colorado State, number 4 Boise State, number 5 UNLV, number 6 Nevada. Pretty big gap defensively speaking. So I think the Lobos are definitely have the defensive advantage. They also have the depth advantage tonight. So there you go. All right. I got to figure out why we don't have the stat broadcast up just yet, and we'll certainly let you know when that comes up. As it stands now, though, for anybody that's just joining us, New Mexico does have everybody suited up. That includes Mustafa Mzeel, and everybody's ready to go. Let's see. Craig has 194 active plays currently and 2,307 pairs of shoes. Okay. Do you think Alford ever regrets making the move to UCLA? If he had stayed at UNM and continued his winning ways, he'd have an incredible record. Yeah, I don't think he regrets it, though. I mean, the guy's a millionaire. The guy got children degrees at some very well-off schools in California and is set. He's just fine. I mean, would he have liked UNM better than what happened at UCLA? Yeah, but not the paychecks. I mean, he's doing just fine. I know a lot of people think that like, oh, you don't mess with Happy was such a thing to kind of hang on when he said that, and he must regret it. I got to tell you, I don't think he does. Like, he would have regretted not knowing what it would be like to take the UCLA job had he done that. The troubles that New Mexico athletics went through in the last decade wouldn't have not happened, maybe not the same way, but they wouldn't have been non-existent with Steve Alford. So I think people kind of coincide Steve Alford leaving with the bad decade of Lobo basketball. What you have to remember is Steve Alford leaving was right before a bad decade of New Mexico athletics, and some things going on financially within the athletic department, all kinds of stuff that really hit the athletic department hard, and they didn't handle well, frankly. And we'll see how it'll be anybody's guess, I guess, right? Speculation, but we don't know how it would have been. Yes, that is somebody directly behind me blaring the horn. All right, guys. I think defensive metrics for UNM jump out at you because they give a lot of points based on their pace of play. I mean, the defensive metrics are based on the 100 possessions or per 100 possessions. So it is tempo-free metrics that has UNM's defense rated so high, and that's why it's been so impressive this year. So, all right, guys, with the band warming up right behind me and some other stuff I got to go check out, I'm going to sign off for now. ABQJournal.com/sports is how you can follow all our coverage. You can follow me at Geoff Grammer on X and elsewhere. And coverage of this game, which started in about 17 minutes, coming up from Lawlor Events Center. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.